Fast, focused, and fearless. Here's everything you need to know as you jumpstart your day. I'm Diego Castro. Typhoon Jenny slightly weakens as it heads towards Taiwan. Pag-asa last spotted Jenny center some 270 kilometers east-northeast of Itbayat, Batanes. It packs winds of up to 150 kilometers per hour and gustiness of up to 185 kph. Jenny is forecast to make landfall over southern Taiwan tomorrow morning. It will then exit the Philippine area of responsibility tomorrow afternoon or evening. Still, tropical cyclone wind signal number 3 is up over the northern portion of Batanes. Signal number 2 is in effect over the rest of Batanes and the northern portion of Babuyan Islands. Meanwhile, the rest of Babuyan Islands and northern portion of mainland Cagayan are under signal number 1. The same goes for the northern portions of Apayao and Ilocos Norte. The LTFRB approves a 1 peso provisional fare increase for jeepneys nationwide. In a decision, the regulatory board agreed to grant the provisional increase while it deliberates on a petition to raise fares by 5 pesos. The fare hike will take effect on Sunday, October 8, and will apply to both modern and traditional jeepneys. The increase will raise fares of traditional jeepneys from 12 to 13 pesos and modern jeepneys from 14 to 15 pesos. This comes after weekly price hikes for gas and diesel.
Binabalanse po niyan ang pangangailangan ng mga consumer groups plus yung mga operational cost ng mga operators and jeepney drivers po. And of course, kung ano magiging epekto rin ito sa ekonomiya. Baka po yung increase na ibigay namin would trigger inflation.
Inflation remains as a top concern for Filipinos according to a Pulse Asia survey. Its September survey showed that at least 7 out of 10 Filipinos are concerned about reining in inflation. This is 11 percentage points higher than the 63% recorded last June. Other concerns include salary increase, job creation, poverty reduction, and addressing corruption. Inflation is expected to remain elevated in September, with the Bangko Sentral projecting the figure to settle between 5.3 to 6.1%. This is in light of higher prices in fuel, agricultural products, electricity, as well as the peso's depreciation. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Diego Castro. PhilHealth says it is now in the process of procuring antivirus software after the ransomware attack on its website and database. PhilHealth spokesperson Israel Ish Pargas told the big story that the agency's antivirus software license already expired in May. The problem is the new rules set by the Government Procurement Policy Board barred them from immediately renewing the license. Pargas said the agency is now using a 30-day trial extension from their current antivirus provider, while procurement of a new license is still underway. Also underway are investigations on what specific data the hackers actually got after PhilHealth failed to pay the ransom demanded.
We are actually taking it seriously. But again, um, what we were thinking is that since all our databases are intact, then there is no leak with regard to information, and there is no compromise with regard to medical information. And so we are actually waiting for whatever data these hackers are actually saying that they have. And I think what they have really are the personal data of some of our employees.
In sports, world number 2 pole vaulter EJ Obiena reveals his strategy to snatch the world number 1 title. After delivering the country's first gold in the 19th Asian Games and posting a new meet record, Obiena is back home for some time off. The first-time Asian champion has his next targets locked on the 2024 Paris Olympics and possibly unseating world number 1 Armand Duplantis. Speaking with a big story, Obiena shares details on how he and his team plans to do this.
Right now, literally told me pretty much to just try to unwind, relax, because it's going to be a tough year. And he already told me like training's going to be hard. You know, we're preparing for Olympics. It's something that we need to over prepare in a way. It's not an overhaul of anything. It's just more of improvement of what already exists.
Let's check in on other Filipino athletes in the Asian Games. The Philippine athletics team is off to a good start in the men's 4x400 meter relay as they finished first in Heat 2 and qualify for the finals. The quartet of Majesty Williams, Frederick Ramirez, Joymi Sequita, and Michael Del Prado topped their heat with a time of 3 minutes and 6 seconds. The Philippines, who are the reigning 4x400 champions in the SEA Games, will have a repeat showdown in the finals later today against Thailand, Iraq, Bahrain, Korea, India, Sri Lanka, and Qatar. Meanwhile, Gilas Pilipinas is off to the semifinals of the Asian Games after escaping Iran 84-83. Gilas led by as many as 21 points but squandered that lead in the final frame, where the Iranians even managed to wrest control of the game heading into the final minute of the contest. But clutch baskets by Junmar Fajardo and Justin Brownlee helped lift the national team to its first semifinals appearance in the continental meet since 2002. Gilas will face China today for a chance to fight for the gold. And that's it for this hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. I'm Diego Castro, PR1 News, all sides, all the time.